This is a great mystery. And Messiah, when he is presented as to what do you do in certain situations, Messiah points back to the beginning. But when we're talking about the bride, he's actually talking about the church. The church needs to be prepared. The church is the bride. Now, if the church teaches contrary to what Messiah teaches, divorce, remarriage, and so on, how can the church be in the best position, who is the bride, remain loyal to the bridegroom? If you're not loyal to the bridegroom, you become a harlot. You become the whore. You may have left Mystery Babylon following the instruction, but when you move into harlotry and adultery, you find your way straight back in. And this is one of the challenges that people face. They are called, they hear, but they're not chosen. They go back. I'm hearing something, I'm responding to the call, I'm putting my feet in the water, but I don't like that temperature, I don't like that flavor, so they go back. This is what it says in Genesis chapter 2, verse 23. And Adam said, this is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, because she was taken out of man. If you fully appreciate what he is saying here, he's saying, that is my flesh. They are my bones. Those bones, that woman is my flesh. She is my bones. Now imagine you just removing your flesh because you don't get on with your flesh anymore. I don't like this bone anymore. It's not working properly. So I'm just going to take off my elbow and replace it with someone else's elbow. That's not your elbow. That's not your bone. That's not your flesh. And even though your flesh and your bone may have departed from you, that's still your bone. That's still your flesh. Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother and cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh. Now we have a one flesh situation. This is why it's important to understand the biblical process of coming together, of marriage. Despite what's going on out there and being taught in the world, there is a process. What happens in the world typically is people jump the process to get to this place of connecting with someone. So you've connected with someone and become connected in terms of the one flesh with someone, but you don't consider that to be your bone of your bone and your flesh of your flesh. So now you've got bones and flesh all over the place, and you've got all kinds of problems. See, there is some wrath which is stored up for the children of disobedience, and there is some wrath which comes upon the children of disobedience until that wrath come. A curse without cause shall not come. So if you're doing this and your bits are stinging and sore and all that kind of stuff, you need to consider that that's not the way to go. There is a system that Father has created for the wife to be given to the husband, for them to be one flesh.